about the little spurt at the end of the first half that kind of got you guys going and got you guys energized?
Defense. Coach was all about defense today. Heat up. Play, get stops, we're going to be fine. That was the moral. We've been practicing real hard this whole week on all defense, so that was his thing. Shots are going to fall, defense, defense, defense.
Was it important for you guys to get that week off and you look fresh, look rested?
Yeah, for sure. We practice very hard on the daily, and then we come out to games and play very hard, so it's always good to have, a couple of days where you can just rest, have the day to yourself.
You might tell me you don't care about this, but your first double-double, is that pretty cool to have that?
Yeah, I smiled. I super smiled. Park told me something in the game, and I told Park, man, don't tell me. Just let me just play. Coach Dave.
You were close to it, or you didn't?
Yeah, he told me at halftime I had like 4 or 5, and then assists. And I was like, just don't tell me, because I remember last game, one of the games, that was the only thing that was on my mind. And it kind of slowed me down. I didn't get it, and I was very upset. So I was like, just don't tell me. I just want to play, and however the game folds is how the game goes.
Is that something you wanted to get?
Yeah. Because, I had a few in high school, and then, I never had one in college. And, it's always nice to say that you had a double-double in the college game.
6 more rebounds, you had a triple.
That's the next thing I'm working towards.
You guys came out in the second half and were able to hold them to 3 points before the under-16 timeout. Was there a defensive change, or what led to that?
Coach said you got to do things that's to be a successful player, you got to do things that's uncomfortable. And that's, I think, one thing we took in the locker room was, get up, over-rotate, over-help, just do things that are uncomfortable for you, and it played out. We rotated well. We had a lot of deflections. We had 42 deflections. And we had, how many steals? 11. So he was just preaching defense in high school, in the locker room. Just be ready, do things uncomfortable, play hard, and leave it all on the floor.
You had, like at the beginning of the game, you were kind of tentative, and then see you change. Like, what did Coach say to you that kind of made you be more aggressive and be more assertive on the floor?
But they were just telling me to just catch it and face up more, because I was moving too fast at the beginning. Just, trying to one shot. I don't even know how I got it in position to even go near the rim, but I missed the whole rim. So I just calmed down a lot more. Coaches was telling me just calm down, get in your spots, and, make sure you're moving against the zone.
You guys got off to kind of a slow start. You were down 6. Was it the zone you were having trouble with? You shot a lot of 3-pointers, probably one of the ones.
Yeah, but in the first half, Coach came in. We was 7 for 19 from 2 point. He said something in the locker room that from 2 points we're not making enough. We're missing 2-point shots, and if we hit those, it'd be a different game. And, the ball wasn't falling. That's why he was preaching defense. So the game wasn't really slow. We wasn't really hitting shots either.
6 of 28 from 2.
You feel me? That's something like that. So if you make those shots, the game's with defense, the game is there's a little bit more points on the board. So you can't. The basketball guys didn't want the ball to go in tonight in the first half. And you can always control your effort and your hustle, and that's what Coach said, and we picked it up on the defensive end.
How hard is it to speed them up? Because these games against South Florida are almost always in the 50s, and you guys were able to turn them over and get them sped up tonight. How hard is it, and was it just a matter of the deflections and defense?
Yeah, they got good ball handlers. Number 0 is a very hard player. He can guard. He can beat traps, beat double teams, come off screens. He can score, and then they also rebound the ball very well. So we boxed out, we rebounded. We kept the game, to where they weren't scoring, and then once we started getting stops, the game got out of reach.
Barry, you weren't playing one of the best teams in the league tonight, but when you get it cranked up like you had in the second half, give you a glimpse or a feeling of how good you guys can be when we get everything clear.
Yeah, definitely, because Coach is always telling us to stay together, because teams are coming in here, trying to beat us. So the first half to come out slow, and then the second half to come together because, at the beginning of the second half, everyone's usually a little tight, but we were able to come out there and jump on them right away. So it definitely is a big help for us to know that we can just put the first half and the second half together, and, just to think about that. Because, we have games where we jumped on teams like Tulane at the very beginning of the game, and second half kind of let them come back in the game. So if we put those two halves together, we could be pretty good.
How do you guys feel about playing Memphis?
Very good. That's one of the games that everybody's looking for, not just us. I know y'all are. I know people watching it are. It's a noon game. We got to put the last game here in the past because we're going to their house. It's a fresh start. We're just going to follow the scouting report and get rest, good fluids, and be ready to play.
It's an 11 a.m. game there, right?
Uh-huh.
Early breakfast.
7:30.
7:30.
You guys have been there a couple times here. You've been there once. How tough is it to play down there with Memphis in the USF? You lost down there last year, of course.
I was just talking to our trainer the other day about that game. I honestly don't remember much of that game. I just remember me probably turning over one time and Coach Davis getting in me. That was probably the only possession I remember. I keep trying to think back, but I just remember how much we try to come together in the locker room at halftime and stuff like that, but I don't physically remember, mentally remember being down there at all.
Troy, you've been there a couple times.
It's a tough place to play, for sure. It's an NBA arena, so the depth perception is way different. They can shoot from anywhere in there, any player. They get up and down, and their crowd is very good. If you're not hitting shots, it definitely can be a slow day if you're not playing defense. The rims show no love, for real. It's a league rim. If it ain't on net, the love isn't really there, for real. So I know it's definitely one of the toughest places to play in the conference. One of the toughest places I've been to. I think it's gonna be a good game.
We asked you guys a lot about getting into the NCAA tournament, but now you're only a game out of first place in the league. How much have you talked about winning the championship?
None. One game tournament. Coach has his special sayings, that just motivate us. Basically, it's a one-game tournament. We win this game, and then we worry about tomorrow.
How much did the 3 big dunks in the second half with the fans getting behind you help propel you guys to your 30-point win?
It helps a lot because, it's not like when it was really rocking in here when Xavier came or Iowa State came, you know what I'm saying? But it kind of helps because not everybody really comes. And, when you can get it loud to where it seems like, it's enough people in there, it definitely is fun. We all having fun. Those 3 big dunks got the bench up, got us going on the court. And nobody was really down on themselves. And 2 of the dunks came from the big fella, and we need the big fella. So it's good to give him more confidence that if he runs the floor, we'll feed you. If you finish with power and strength, nobody can stop that. And I think he understood that today, and we understood that as a team. The big fella tried to dunk one off a rebound. Just got hung, but hey, I like his mindset, so it gives us all confidence. We all just want to play hard, and especially when the crowd's behind us like an extra man.
That last one, you surprised how fast he got down the floor?
Nah, I knew he was. We do it 5-on-0 every day.
I was surprised because he ran past me, and I'm looking okay.
He threw me the hand on the look back. I knew he was going to catch it. But nah, it was fun. Nah, it's all good.
Great effort by our team tonight. Once we turned up the heat defensively, the game changed. We ended up with 42 deflections. Got contributions from everybody that played. Obviously, Gary Clark was unbelievable on the backboard. This does a great job of rebounding the ball with 2 hands. 29 to 5 points off turnover is pretty much a story. But I guess I'm personally most happy about Corey's performance. He was struggling a little bit. Obviously, if you look at our UConn game, he didn't contribute a lot. And he was tremendous today. He's finishing with power and strength. But just watching him run the floor, his rebounding, his defense, his mental focus, he was with us tonight. He plays like that, changes a lot of things for us. changes a whole lot of stuff for us. So really, really most happy with that, for him. You know, a lot of guys did a lot of good things, but it's good to get Corey back and playing the way he played tonight.
Did you hold Shaq? I'm going to keep his limits down.
A little bit. I mean, he kept saying he wanted to play, but he didn't practice much yesterday. He went through the shoot-around today fine. But you can see, you know, he's rusty. Plus, we hadn't played in a week, which I think, you know, that kind of hurt us in the first 5 minutes of the game. We looked like we hadn't played in a week.
Usually they're really tough to speed up, but you guys did a much better job of it tonight. It was just
Yeah, you know, Orlando, no, you know, he's a good coach, and he's in a rebuilding mode, and they don't have great numbers. Once we turn the heat up out of a timeout, so, you know, I told the guys we got to get after this team. And once we got up in the passing lanes and really got active on the defensive end and started pressuring the ball and trying to take away what they were running on the offensive end, it changed the game. Just changed everything. So it's not easy to do that, though. You know, I don't think people don't realize when you watch college basketball games, everybody doesn't play as hard as these kids played tonight. You know, our kids played unbelievably hard. I told them at halftime, you know, we all give the same speech. We all give the same speech. You know, guys at our level, they didn't win scratch-offs to get their job. They know what they're doing. The difference is when you get a group of guys that's willing to play not hard, because everybody does. You got to play unbelievably hard to put that kind of ball pressure on people and run the floor the way our guys did. So I mean, we're starting to learn that's the difference. That's what separates teams. Everybody's got players.
You're only a game out of first place now after those tough losses you had early. How much of a goal is that for you? Everybody asks you about
Yeah,
that.
you know, we've got a secret goal with our team, but you know, I don't even look at that. I don't look at first place. I just worry we just got to win. We got to win Saturday at Memphis. Try to keep your kids focused on what matters. I'm sure they know that, and I'm sure they would like to win the league. Obviously, I would, but we don't talk about stuff like that.
Secret goal?
Yeah.
It's a secret, I guess.
Yeah. Yep, secret goal. It's back in our secret room.
Could you look ahead at Memphis a little bit? Obviously, going down there is going to be tough, and it's a tough game here. What is that challenge for you?
Well, they're battling it out with UConn right now. You know, you're playing a team that's got tremendous athletes. Much different than tonight's game. Memphis is going to try to fast break on every opportunity. I thought they hurt us with their break. That was problematic. And then they can also hurt you inside with Goodwin and Lawson. Both guys could play in the NBA. They made shots on us here. You know, Burrell made shots. So, you know, they're a dangerous team with their personnel and their athletes. They're very, very dangerous. You know, they get it going, they attack you. So it's going to be a great challenge.
Coach, when you guys played these guys before, they made the game a 3-point game. What did you do differently offensively?
We scored 88 instead of 54. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
We went on a scoring drought down there. We missed a lot of open shots, a lot of layups. You know, the turnovers were the difference. That's what changed the game. Our ball pressure. That was the complete difference in the game.
When you get the 11-4 difference on offensive rebounds in the first half, all those shots weren't going in. Was that something you worked on?
We work on that all the time. But, you know, numbers can be misleading because they had, in the first half, we missed 24 shots. So, yeah, we got to but they only missed 10. They got 4 of them. So you're about the same percentage. So numbers can mislead you at times. The difference was our second half. Our defense was suffocating. It changed the last 6-7 minutes, got us from down to up, and then second half we were tremendous.